Hey SK fans, Leonix here. I'm joined by Meteos after their win against Team Dignitas. You went 0-0-14, a ridiculous score with Sejuani. How do you feel about that win?
Well, the game was a little sloppy. I think our last week of practice was just extremely bad. I'm not really sure what happened. Maybe we got complacent after winning so many games, but our last week of practice was super bad. It showed a lot yesterday. And still kind of today, I think we had a really good comp, but we were just playing it really sloppy, dying all over the place, not really decisive with what we wanted to do. A lot of like starting something and then peeling off. Like we started Baron 3 times or something and just kept peeling off. So it was not our best game, but at least we won.
You had Lissandra, Kennen, and a Sejuani, Team A.O.E. Where was the strategy behind that?
Well, Lissandra's a really good pick, so we just took her early, and then we basically just wanted to get a really easy to run team comp because that's what we started doing in the beginning of the split. We were running these weird kitey comps that are kind of hard to pull off, and then we said, okay, guys, that's too hard for us. Let's do something easy, like we're playing a lot of Vi because it's just like a point and go sort of thing. And this is sort of a similar thing. You know, Lissandra is the point and click champion, and then the rest of us follow up with just massive AoE, and you just look for the team fight. So it was a lot easier comp to run than some other stuff we've been trying. So we just stuck to something that we were comfortable with.
Unkillable 0-0-14 on Sejuani. What do you think about that champion?
I actually really like playing Sejuani. She's probably my favorite. I've played her a ton in solo queue this season, and I didn't actually know how good she was in competitive because Diamond Prox had some success with her a while ago, like in IEM and sporadically throughout LCS. And so she seemed decent. We tried her in scrims a little bit, and it never actually felt very good. So it was mostly just like a solo queue champion. And then today we're like, hey, Sejuani would be pretty good here. And so we just went for it, and it worked out.
Speaking of Diamond Prox is going to be at IEM, and so will your team. What do you think about the international scene since that's coming up?
I always love international tournaments. I feel like every time we go to them, we come out a lot stronger because it's really easy to get in the mindset of like, oh, hey, we're not actually that good going into this, which just makes you work a lot better as a team. Like, there's no complacency in that kind of practice. And so then you learn a ton when you play these teams. Like, when you watch Korea, they do a lot of different things than they do here. Like, they don't have the priority on Lissandra that we do, meaning they probably have some way to deal with her that just no one knows about. And so when you actually get to play against them, you see what they do and you just take a lot away from that, and you can understand better like how their meta works and why they pick champions the way they do, why they do what they do by playing against them. And you can't really tell seeing two Korean teams play against each other because you don't know if their meta is behind you, like they don't know something you know, or it's ahead of you, they know something you don't know. So you can only really figure out by playing them. So I'm really excited to get some international experience.
Any particular players at IEM that you're looking forward to play against, or even just whole teams in general?
Well, I'd say most international teams in our group, I think we have SK and GE Tigers. And so Svenskaren's like super good. I've always thought he was just a really solid jungler. He doesn't get a lot of credit, but I sort of feel like junglers should be like that. There's sort of the role that you only notice when they're doing things wrong. And occasionally if they make some really big plays, but I mean, only champions you do that on are like Rengar or like Lee Sin, and they're kind of inconsistent. So I think he's a really solid player. He's just always doing his job really well. And then I don't know too much about GE Tigers jungler Lee. He named himself after Lee Sin, so maybe he's really good at that. But I mean, I'm just excited to play their whole team. Like doing really well in Korea, so probably be a hard match for us. But I'm sure we can learn something from it at least.
So some people always come out with the metas. Season 2, known as like the 80 carry meta. Season 3, the assassin meta. Season 4, what would you call Season 4 and Season 5 now? Being engaged with like what team comps are being played.
I'd say it's I don't know exactly because there's a lot more Janna, I guess, in Season 4, Season 5, so it's more like kite comps, I guess, but it's not everyone. There's I'd say the two prominent comps you see now are either dive comps or kite comps, where it's like you either pick Janna and a bunch of backliners and you just try to disengage them and kill them that way and keep your carry safe, or you just pick like what we had today where it's just like, okay, everybody go in sort of comp. And so those are the two things I've been seeing a lot of lately.
So from what I hear, the blonder you go, the better and higher the elo you have. Is this true?
Well, not yesterday, but today, I guess.
All right. Do you have any shout outs?
I guess shout out to all of our fans and all of our sponsors. You know, HTC, Logitech, Alienware, HyperX, all the other ones.
all the other ones. All right, if you want any more coverage just like this, be sure to check out SK Gaming on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Other than that, till next time, guys.